it's Leanna of Misfit Designs, and in today's video we are going to be doing something just a tiny bit different. I am going to be restocking the marketplace that I have. So as you guys can see here, I am just sorting through a bunch of totes and stuff that I have of extra stock that I have left over, and it also mixed in there is some of my displays and pieces and stuff for in-person events and conventions and markets and stuff like that. And yeah, as you will see as I talk a little bit more about the space, I am just stamping tags with my booth number and Misfit Designs, writing on them exactly what item the tag is for, the price, that kind of thing. And then I am going through and tagging everything. And yeah, I do want to talk a little bit more about what exactly the marketplace is that I have. So together, my dad and I have a space it's like a vendor space, a marketplace set up in a store full of a bunch of different vendors. So we have a vendor booth together, and about half of it is my dad's and then half of it is mine. Mine, of course, is all of my handmade items, my scrunchies, my plushies, earrings, buttons, tote bags, jackets, all types of stuff in there. And then on my dad's side, he has a lot of older things. He likes to buy and sell different old collectibles, antiques, different just cool random old stuff that he finds. He's always loved to do it, so this place is a perfect outlet for him to be able to do that and also to help me support this. So yeah, together we do pretty decent in the marketplace, and I have a lot of fun setting stuff up in there because it only takes a little bit of time out of the week. I just spend, however long I have to make all the product and then tag everything, run in there every couple weeks, fill everything in with all of my new product, and then that's it. For me being in school and everything, this is such a good solution because, as you guys have probably noticed if you've been around a little bit, my upload schedule has been a little iffy. And so I have been doing better just trying to, one, upload on here, but two, even if I'm not uploading, I am still taking stuff into the store. I'm still restocking the market space, and items do move through there pretty quickly, so it is really nice to have that. So some of the products that I have in there right now, you will see I am stamping and stapling tags onto a bunch of earrings. I made these earrings probably, I think, 2 years ago now for a convention that I did. I had them set up on my table. They didn't do great at the convention, and then when my dad and I got this marketplace booth, I have been slowly taking them in there, and in there they move pretty well. I don't have any close-ups of them, but I have a bunch of little mushrooms and little food items and little dice and just all types of cute little earrings, and those tend to do pretty decent. I also have some perler bead earrings that I've made. Those are debatable, but I do have the little pearly bead earrings, again, I made before a convention to help fill out my booth. And yeah, I have them, so I'm going through and I'm just tagging all of them. I have had a lot of this stuff that you will see me tagging just sitting in my room in my totes for the past year or two, so I'm trying to just either discount things or just get things in there, because the earrings I've needed to restock for a while and I haven't, and a lot of the other items I either have needed to restock or I took it out because it wasn't moving, so I discounted it and I'm putting it back in, and I'm just hoping that it will sell this time. So I'm going through, I'm tagging everything. You'll see me writing a whole bunch of stuff on these little tags. On the tags, basically what I have is we have to have our booth number, so when people go to check out, they know exactly what booth it's for, so they know who gets the money at the end of the month. And then it also has Misfit Designs. It has the name of the item or a description of it. I also have my own SKUs that I have created. They're not numbers, so for the earrings, it says MMD for Misfit Designs, ER for earring. That way, when we get our reports every day of what has sold, I can look through it, and even if they type something, because it's all done by volunteers, so it's not always typed out in the best possible way. Sometimes they'll just put earring, or they'll just put item, which is my favorite. So putting those little SKUs they tend to type those in for us, and that way my dad and I have a lot easier time deciphering what an item is. And that's kind of been the best solution that I have found so far for this, is just making sure to put those little SKU numbers, my little description, and then of course the price at the bottom. And yeah, I'm going through right now, I'm stapling all of those earrings to their prices, And yeah. And I did want to point out this little clip of my adorable cat Pumpkin being his just super cute self. He is helping. He's my assistant. As you can see, he's doing the normal cat thing of sitting there and staring at me and watching me. And then I end up picking him up, and he is the weirdest cat in the world, and I love him to death. And hold on, you'll see what he does when I pick him up. You can see he's climbing on me. So this cat has always done this since he was a kitten. He'll climb up me, he'll wrap his paws around my neck and give me hugs and kisses. And I had to keep this clip in here because it's just so precious. You'll see him here. He's the biggest baby in the world. He doesn't know that he's a cat. Like, look at that. That's not normal cat behavior, but he does not know it. And he does not care. When I told y'all I had a weird cat, I meant it. But he's my baby, so I stop everything I'm doing and I give him love. And then I make him annoyed at me. And then, yeah, he's just so cute. Alright, moving on from tormenting my cat and back into time-lapse. I'm finishing stapling all of those tags onto the earrings, and then I do want to kind of talk about some of the other products I have in the store. I also have all of my dice bags, which are also on my website. Yeah, so I have all my dice bags in the store as well. I have one of each in there anyways, and those are all on my website if you want to check those out and you're not in the area. But yeah, so after I did the earrings, I have all those dice bags. I don't think I have a clip of me tagging them. I made those 3 years ago now for my very first convention, and sales-wise, they sell, but not very well. So I did decide to mark them down, and I will have that price marked down on my website. It's starting as soon as you see this video. So if you see this and you like any of the dice bags that are in the space, go check out my website because they're all on sale now. Yeah, but I did decide to price down those dice bags just because I've had them for so long. I do have these corner bookmarks here, which I did make about 2 years ago, and they do go pretty well. I didn't have all of them in there, again, of course, because why would I? So I did go through, I tagged the rest of what I had at home, and I'm taking those in there, and I have a whole bunch in the space as well. And yeah, I'm gonna let you guys watch me tag, and I'm gonna finish rambling for right now, and I'll come back when we're actually in the store. All right, so here is the space before. I filmed it vertically, don't judge me. I am not happy at all at how the space looks in this beginning clip. It is one, really empty and pretty messy. I hadn't been in since probably mid-December, and it was mid-January, so it had been a month. It was really empty looking, and it needed a good facelift. As you can see here, I am working on my slat wall. I am working on just getting all of my earrings all my earrings onto pegs on the slat wall, getting everything nice and organized and pretty so that when people come in, it's a lot easier for them to look through and shop through all of my handmade earrings. Now, after I finished with the earrings, I did move on to some other things in this space. I was moving around some things, some bracelets, some phone charms that I have. I also have my dice bags, and I did not realize I was fully out of frame here, but I am hanging some of those up on pegs so that they are like a little bit more easy to see and have them just displayed a little differently. I've had them in here for so long that I kind of am trying to switch up how I have them displayed. Again, they are $10 cheaper than they originally were. I originally had them at $25, now they are at $15, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we will get through some of those. And then here I'm hanging up all my little boxy bags onto pegs. I end up switching them to longer pegs because these pegs weren't long enough, and yeah. After getting the boxy bag set up, you'll see that little bag I hung up there, which is a set of D20 coasters, which I also put on sale because I've had them for a while. I'm hanging up some keychains, and then all of the little bright stickers there are for sale stickers. I have a bunch of scrunchies that I've made, and I've had these scrunchies. Some of them I made last Christmas, some of them I made 2 years ago. It really depends on when I made them, what event I made them for. They've been in and out of this space, they're just not moving. So I did decide to go ahead and mark them all down from $5 to $2. At this point, I just want to get these out of this space so I can make new product to fill in where they are. And then you'll see here, I did end up putting all of the scrunchies into a little record bowl that I have that my dad made. He loves making these bowls. I've had them in the store off and on. Again, they just don't sell, so I've decided I'm going to use them as display pieces because I think they're amazing. And yeah, that's kind of that with the scrunchies. And then finally here you can see me rearranging all of my tote bags. You can see some of my dice bags hanging up in the top right corner. I have a bunch of tote bags that either I made or at my college I am part of one of the magazines called The New. And I am on the new design team, and on the design team we make garments for the magazine shoots, and out of scrap fabric we make tote bags to sell as merch. I have those in there to help support the team, and all the money from those of course goes back into the team, but I have them here so they're not just sitting in one of our rooms during the rest of the semester. Yeah, but here are all my tote bags and everything. And then finally you'll see an overview of the final transformation of the space. I'm so much happier with how this looks. I did replace my garment rack, and I think it looks so much better. You'll see all of the new stuff I put in, my adorable mushroom guy, all of the earrings, new beanies, the dice bags changed. Everything just looks so much better. If you guys enjoyed watching this video and watching me transform my marketplace, I would really appreciate it if you guys would give a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to see more videos like this. And I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye!